demonstration lessons on Paper Sloyd. Now in the last lesson, the children made spills, which are fire lighting tapers. And in this lesson, they're going to be using the skills that they learned to work on an alternative design. Now, Charlotte Mason wanted the children to be able to take the skills that they used and to make their own original designs a couple of times a term. So we're using that concept throughout our curriculum. Now, H.G. Paterson, who was the author of Paper Folding, he actually suggested alternative design for the spills, which is to turn it into a miniature fan. And that's what the children are going to be doing.
Hello and welcome to our journey of Paper Sloyd lessons following our Paper Sloyd Teacher's Guide and Lesson Plan and our book Paper Folding. So today in our Teacher's Guide and Lesson Plan we have dotted around to make up a full term. We have skills lessons, which we've already done one previously. Can you remember doing the skills lesson, Frederick?
Yes.
And what did we do the skills lesson on?
Tearing.
Tearing, because you were struggling, weren't you, doing tearing? So we spent a lesson doing a skills lesson where Frederick really practiced his tearing. Today, we're going to be doing an alternative design lesson, which is when you take a project you have done previously and you alter it in a little bit of a way to make something completely different. And this can be left up to the students themselves to think of and to get ideas from, or you as the teacher can kind of like direct the lesson. And we give examples of nice ideas to do for these alternative design lessons in our Teacher's Guide and Lesson Plan. And today the children noticed actually at the end when we were doing spills that it was the same folds as a fan, which is exactly what we talked about in our Teacher's Guide. So today we're going to be revisiting spills and the folds that we did at the start of spills. Can you remember doing these folds?
Yeah.
At the start, and we're going to be adding extra folds so that you can make a tiny fan. Now, you will be happy to know, guys, there is no tearing involved.
Yeah.
And we're going to be making a little fan like this that you can use yourself,
Nice.
can't you? Or you can use with one of your toys. So, what we need for... Oh, have we introduced ourselves?
No.
Oh, you're looking at me saying you've forgotten something. I can tell. I'm James.
Victoria and
Frederick. And today, like I said, we're going to be doing an alternative design lesson. We're going to be making a little paper fan. So, each of you, can you get a piece of paper? Are you both having the same colour today?
Yes.
No. Okay, right. So let's start by creating the folds that we did at the start of spills. So into the centre, in half. That's correct.
Into the centre.
No, I was wrong, sorry. And then open it up.
Was that just...
That's fine, it doesn't have to be. That's perfect, well done.
Same folds.
Frederick, there's no need to rush. And you, Victoria, please. I know we've made a lot of spills, so you know these folds off by heart.
Then.
Right, so just wait for Frederick to do his other side, please, Victoria. Let's give him a little bit of encouragement. Excellent. And I've just made one of these as well, just to get an idea of it before the lesson. Brilliant. That's fine. So now we open it up flat. So open it up flat.
Like that.
That's right. And now we turn the paper over, okay? And then what we do is we do one of these quarters at the end. We're folding it in half, but on the back side of the paper.
Oh, like that.
That's correct. Slowly, Frederick, please.
There.
There. Now you turn your paper over. No. Turn it over. And then fold it back along that line.
So like this.
Now turn the paper over again.
Just got something wrong. Just I'm just.
How are you getting on, Frederick? I think you've been trying to rush this project a little bit because you think you know what you're doing from previously, and that's brilliant, Victoria. Your final one should just fold like that, okay?
Like this.
That's right. So if we open it up a little bit and take the end, and we can just fold the end over a couple of times like this, just to get it to hold in place. We can go up quite a few times like that. How are you getting on, Frederick?
It's good.
You're struggling. Let me just have a look and see where you're up to. So when I said about folding the end, look, we're just folding it over like this,
Yes.
and again, and again, and again to just hold like that. And we've got this concertina effect creating a tiny fan using the same basic folds that we learnt in spills, and it's a good way of just having the children practicing their folding. And obviously on a hot day we can fan ourselves nicely. Not that it's all that hot today, but we're well prepared, aren't we, for summer?
Maybe if you look at the window,
it
obviously you can't because the camera's not looking.
it is raining, you are correct, which is a great day for doing paper folding, isn't it? So are we going to say goodbye to everyone?
Bye!
Bye! I will see you next time.
Bye!
Thank you for watching today's alternative design lesson. The children did struggle a bit with the concertina effect, and I imagine that's something quite a lot of children will struggle with. So again, it's just perseverance and practice. Now, as the children work through the Paper Sloyd lessons, they will be expected to be more independent with regard to the alternative design lessons. But at this stage, it's okay to give them the support and the suggestions as they need it. Thank you so much for watching, and we look forward to seeing you next time.